Hello, everybody. Welcome. Sorry we are late. Technical issues. Yay. Chaz, go for it.
Much technical issues, but we made it because we have a whopper of an episode. So much a whopper that the internet could not take it, and hence the technical issues. But because it's been, I think, 2 weeks since we last met, I'm going to do something I rarely do, which is a quick review of where we were. Having been taken in by the dragoon or quote unquote ranger professor, the gang went to do their first test, being brought down to the surface world and coming face to face with this like chained silver dragon. Trying to figure out if this silver dragon was good, like why was it chained, like is it okay? It tried to kill them, so they killed it. On their way back, Trondheim saw a very familiar face, missing a very familiar right hand, but also missing a left hand, a left foot, I believe.
Yeah, I was going to say leg. Yep.
He ran away and then summoned, or at least had these things waiting in ambush to kill the party. Luckily, they had a new friend by the name of Alton, who helped keep them alive. After finishing, they went to see their professor, who had run ahead, to see him lying in the ground. And from further inspection, they found that the thing that did him in was a arrow wound. Being close to the town where that one nurse was, you all brought him there, and after about a day, he was conscious, but way more injured than what one arrow should cause. And I think that's where we'll pick up. So Alton like comes out of the room and says, "The professor is ready for you."
Okay. Head
If
that
you would-
way.
Okay.
Yep.
And you come inside and you see the nurse, kind of not covered in blood, but a lot of blood like on her robes. And she's like wiping off her hand, and she's very clear just finished bandaging the professor. And he like sees you, and he like tries to get up, and she's like, "I don't. This it's not that time to awaken just yet." And he's like, "No, we have stuff to do. You there, you two, come here, help me up." Pointing at you, Trondheim.
Yeah,
you,
I'll go. I'll go help him up.
I mean, I'm rather short in stature and kind of a weakling, but I mean, if that's what he wants to do. I'll totally humor him.
Yeah, Morn is. I don't believe. Did Morn come? I don't remember if Morn came. Morn is in the back somewhere, and Astrid is just very strategically placing herself right behind Trondheim, so that he only was able to focus on you two. And once you pick him up, he says, "Listen, things are moving faster than I thought. We need to get you to the island. Let's go."
What island?
Alton's like, "Oh, he's been talking about going to the island where the mayor comes from, the Black Dragon mayor. Black dragons, they tend to have lairs, and even though he lives here, this is not his lair. This is not where his resources are. And so going to that lair could provide you with information on how to kill the mayor."
Well, very well then.
Yeah. And so he stands up and he turns around. He thanks the nurse, not the nurse, the nun. And she says, "It's the least I can do for thine own damages you sustained in protecting this village. If thine are ever in need of help, please do not hesitate to return." And then she leaves. the professor is going to attempt to start creating a new circle of teleportation to get you back to the school. This
Oh,
will
I mean,
take him.
I've seen this done before. I could help.
How he has been watching you all. Yeah, he's been watching you all. When you offer help, he's like, "It's fine. I got it."
Are you sure? I don't want you to overexert yourself.
No, it's fine. You just actually no. I do need your help. If you can go into the other room and find me some more chalk, that will be great.
Oh yeah, and coffee. You could use some coffee. I'll be back.
And then you go to look for what I assume is only coffee and not chalk at all.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Okay.
If on the way back I happen to see chalk, I'll grab some.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Hmm.
That nun's outside.
And what did she do? I forgot. Sorry.
So you met her
Yeah.
when you just came to the town, and then you all brought your professor to the nun to do some healing and bandaging. Okay.
Gotcha. Do I know her name?
I believe I said her name last time. I don't remember what her name is now.
Well, what's her name now instead of last time?
Oh no, Sister Frida.
Frida. Gotcha.
Yes.
Sister, I'm looking for coffee for the guy that I also don't remember his name.
I definitely have his name. Give me 5.
Because it's not Elton. Elton was the guy who went with us. Yep.
Yes. If we're talking drag.
Oh, crap. Hang on.
Urah.
Urah.
Ranger Professor Urah.
Urah.
Yes.
Okay. So I need coffee for Urah and something else. Did he want sugar and cream? No. Something what? Chalk. Do you have chalk? It's not for his coffee.
Oh well, I do have chalk that I can give to thee. For thine coffee, I do apologize, but I'm not very familiar with this area.
What? Like you're not familiar with coffee, or you don't know where to get it here?
I don't know where to get it here. My mind.
I am gonna go find you coffee, and I'll just walk off.
And you do so. Uo, what are you doing in the with Urah?
I am producing a stick of chalk from my bag.
He says, "Oh no, that's fine. I have plenty of chalk here. I didn't think that your friend should help in this circle. I appreciate it though."
Well, perhaps the stars can provide assistance, and I will draw a card and begin laying out a spread. And with each card I draw, I'm going to bestow upon him guidance, so that he has a better chance of not screwing this up.
It is much appreciated. While he definitely knows this circle like the back of his hand, he is very close to death right now, and so a lot of his concentration is being used to stay alive rather than actually do high-level magics. Trondheim, you do not find any place that sells coffee here.
What a horrible place. Why? I start asking people, why do you not have coffee? Do you not understand?
It's not that we don't want coffee. We want lots of things, but we just, no coffee. We can't afford to import it, and no coffee grinder or coffee grower is willing to move to this small village.
So Tarkheim gets a faraway look, and over that plays this dream of her moving here and starting a coffee plantation to like grow coffee, and everyone like cheers her and like lifts her up, and they build statues to her. And then she comes back, it cuts back to me, and I'm just like standing there smiling. And everyone's probably looking at me a little awkwardly because it's probably been a couple of minutes of me just
Yeah.
not saying anything. And then I'll look around. Okay, I need to go find Chalk now. And I'll go find Chalk.
Okay. It takes you a little while, but eventually you find Chalk. And by the time you get back, the circle is ready. Urah and Morn and Astrid are waiting for you. And we're like, okay, you're here. Let's go. We need to get you all to the boat as soon as possible.
How much Chalk was I able to find? Because I feel like since he didn't say, she would just find all the Chalk. So she sits down like this crate of Chalk if possible.
So you find 4 essentially crates of Chalk. You go to the school, and it's a weekend or something, so no one's there.
Oh yeah.
But you like open the door, and the door is locked, but the window isn't. And so you use your hand to like go through the window and unlock the door, which is not break and entering because the door is open now.
Right.
And you go in and you find the storage room that has essentially all of the school's Chalk.
Excellent. I hope it's enough. And I'll bring all that back to...
I mean, it probably isn't because it's only 3 crates of Chalk. But, it's what you got.
Yeah.
And I mean, this place... Yeah.
I'll bring those back and look disappointed. Sorry, I couldn't find any more. I hope this is enough.
He looks at you and he, like, takes one piece. It's like, thank you. Leave that here. I'll be back for it later. Step in the circle with me.
I'm also going to retrieve a slab of chalk. You never have enough chalk.
What color?
White. Definitely white.
White? Okay. Let's see. Do you get a nice, thick, like unused slab of chalk? Then you all step into the teleportation circle and feel that familiar sensation of being whisked back to Porta Temporea.
Before we get whisked, I mean, if everyone's taking a chalk, I will take a chalk.
You
Mine's
like a
going to
chalk?
be teal.
There is no teal chalk.
What?
This is a really
green.
sad town with no coffee and no teal.
Green?
So there is a green.
Okay.
Yes. And so you take the green chalk, you're whisked back, and you notice that Urah is barely standing, very much like relying on Alton to support his weight. And he's like, okay, are you all taking part in the Tarrasque hunt next week?
I mean, unless we're not allowed to anymore.
No, you should still be allowed to. Okay, then I'm gonna...
Are you
He's
alright?
like breathing like heavily, like trying to get the words out. There is the tiniest bit of blood like dripping out of his mouth as he
That's
tries
not
to keep
normal, is it? Uo?
No.
Can I carry you somewhere?
No, we have to get to the boat. We need to get you prepared.
I'm gonna carry you to not the boat, because I don't think boats can stop that leakage coming from your face.
No, we have to go to the boat. Stay still. And
I'm gonna pick him up.
He's possibly bigger than you.
Oh,
He's
possibly.
not human. He is I forgot what their name was. Like the half dragon people, essentially. Or people with dragon features. So he is a large man.
So I do lift like a large creature, if that matters.
Yeah, so you can pick him up, but he is going to attempt to fight you. Very unsuccessfully because he's dying. But Alton is like, no, we need to go get you to the boat.
Okay, yeah, we'll go to the boat. I'm gonna carry
Urah
you that
says,
way.
Transport us to the SS Anne. You are once again whisked,
Wow.
and you are teleported to a boat.
Interesting.
At which point he just collapses, even with all his intel, to the ground and like just coughs up a gallon of blood.
I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be on the inside, and I'm gonna be looking around. Is there like a crew on this ship?
Not in this room. This room, you know, it's a boat because you feel the sway.
Yeah.
And being you're the piratey one.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what a boat feels like, but
Yeah.
it is enclosed, like probably in the brig somewhere, bottom. Like there are no windows.
Okay. I'm gonna head out and try and find someone that has, I don't know, inside bandages or something
Right.
that keeps insides from becoming outsides.
Okay. So you run out. The door is right there. And you see the crew. There's a lot of people. There's at least 20 people you can see, like just like on the deck hanging. That's a fairly large boat. Give me a perception, history. Yeah, a perception or a history check. Now that you're like out 6. Yeah, this is water.
Yep. I swear the dice on Astral hate me.
Yeah, you're too busy looking for someone who has inside bandages. When the crew sees you, they don't pay you much mind, as if they're used to people just like popping in and out.
There's a man bleeding all over the floor in the whatever that room is.
And one of them like looks up and like, a man, did he cut himself?
No, he. Okay, so he teleported us here, and his insides are coming out his mouth.
When you say that, 5 crew members just start sprinting in that direction. The others, like 7, and the like 12 are like, "Oh, that's not good. That's not supposed to happen, is it?" No. One runs like, "I'm gonna go get the doctor," and they all run to try to take care of him and bandage him up. Uo, what are you doing?
I'm just calmly assessing Urah, trying to determine just from a visual of him whether or not this is actually terminal and what might be the cause of the deterioration of his health. Does it appear to be perhaps like a poison or perhaps something more sinister, like a curse?
Give me a medicine or arcana check. Your pick.
All right. Roll up the skills real quick. Let's do an arcana. The medicine would be the same thing. Yeah, it would be.
10 now. So it's hard to tell if this has any magical effect. It definitely has something more sinister than just an arrow wound. You would assume that a professor in like a martial class would be able to take 1 arrow without like coughing up their lunch and their insides. So there was something on that arrow, whether it was like poison, magical curse, you can't tell yet. You do know that the arrow hit him in his right shoulder. So the fact that it seems like his lungs are being affected is weird.
Well, I guess the next question I have, as I'm just kind of going through a list in my mind of what the appropriate approach is, because I could perform last rites, I suppose, at least as the module do it, but I don't think necessarily he's entirely dead yet. He's just mostly dead. If let's say he were to fall unconscious, do I think that I can hold him on the brink of death, at least keep him stable?
With your last check, you wouldn't know until you try.
Well, that I think is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to test the hypothesis, and I'll begin writing down in my book this this kind of hastily written scientific research paper. Fortunes of spare the dying.
So as you are writing your like scientific paper, you see 5 people like burst in. One's like, "Oh no, Urah!" And Urah lifts his hands like, "No, it's all right. Get us a dinghy. We need to get to the island immediately." And many of them are like, okay, I guess." And 3 of them like walk out and start preparing a dinghy for you all.
A dinghy.
I'll continue writing kind of the outlying parameter research project, and I mean, as I only have one subject, it's gonna have to figure out ways to like repeat the science. I have a moment thinking about zombies, and I'm like, wait, no, you're better than this.
I wonder if Rachel can make zombies. You didn't see any. But could be.
Theoretically possible.
Yeah.
I'm beginning to understand like why she has research assistants downstairs in her dungeon.
In her
It's
office.
hard to get all your work done.
Yeah, sorry, in her office. Yeah.
Let's see. So Trogheim, you're up on deck when you see 3 more people and start like, "Get a boat ready for Urah!" And they start like lowering down one of like the lifeboats.
Okay. At this point, whether he wants to or not, I'm going to carry him to the boat.
Do you say you're carrying him to the boat?
No, I'm just going to go in and pick him up.
Alton is going to like interpose unless you.
We need to get him to the dinghy. The longboat.
Allow me to help.
Okay.
And,
I'll take like one side of him.
Yeah, you all like help him up, and like he walks in that direction. Astrid will be like, "Here's a chicken. This will help you feel better."
Oeos.
And Morn will come outside the dock and be like, it's too bright here. Uo, now that you're outside, give me a perception and or a history check.
Perception and or. Ooh. Well, we'll start with perception. And I'll do a history just for the grins.
So you notice behind the boat seems to be a storm, like less than a mile behind, but like close enough you can see like that's a storm. And that's a pretty big storm. Like you don't see it encompasses the entirety of the sky behind you.
Huh. Are we anywhere near land?
You do see in front of you, maybe half a mile, maybe a quarter of a mile, probably.
Oh, Ches, your audio cut out.
My audio cut out. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
I'm back.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. About a quarter of a mile in front of you, you do see a string of islands. But with your history check, you have no clue what those islands are. They're just islands somewhere. The world has islands. No.
The world does, yeah.
Yeah.
But would I assume that the island in question would be in that direction, or would I assume that perhaps the island in question is back towards the storm?
From the information you have, you could go either way. Like there's been no like Urah hasn't had time to explain to you what's happening. As of now, like Who knows? Astrid will jump in, as will Morn. I assume Trogheim and Alton get Urah in.
Yeah. And I'll row.
Uo, are you jumping
I
in?
lost you, Jeremy.
I'll row. John, are you still there? Chaz, are you still there?
Yes.
I'm here. John, can you hear us? Jeremy, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Ja, I will see. I'll send John a.
Oh, there we go.
Wait,
Yay!
You're back.
Okay.
That was super weird.
Yeah. Like I say, this thing is so much of a whopper.
It,
The internets cannot take it.
it's
Just
still
can't
going.
handle it.
Oh, it's still going.
Should testing.
Test.
Okay. Well, I thought it was working there for a second, and then it like slipped out again. But I think it's back.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
I can hear you.
Good for me.
All right. So then, yeah, you don't know which way you're supposed to be rowing. Do you
I'll
get
ask.
in the dinghy?
Yeah, be like, where am I taking him?
He just kind of Urah just points in the direction of the islands.
Row, row, row.
And so as you're rowing, Urah is struggling, but like a quarter of a mile on the ocean still takes some time. Urah starts describing what's going to happen. So you do know that this is where the lair of this like ancient black dragon is. Luckily, the mayor should still be at the city. Like you have reports that he made an address to the city citizens just yesterday, and he is known to sleep in the mayor's like mansion because he is like playing up the fact of being a mayor. So we can go in, possibly raid his hoard, look for important information like things on how to beat him. Some black dragons keep not just like treasures, but things that can hurt them very much to keep it out of the public. So they keep it in their lair to keep as another way to protect themselves. So we're going to go on this island and make our way into the swamp. It may be dangerous, but you all seem very capable of defending yourselves.
So I'm going to glance down at myself, and I'm just still covered in blood and have all of these, like,
Yeah, y'all have
probably...
not.
Right. I'm, while I appreciate your belief in us...
we would say dressing his wounds took a long time, so you would have had one night's rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I no longer have 6 hit points then.
Yeah, I was panicking there. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
That's right.
Like, no.
So you do have at least the benefits of a night's rest.
Perfect.
Perfect. Yeah.
So you make your way onto the shore, and Alton helps Urah onto the beach. And this is a very tranquil beach. Like you know those commercials with, I don't know, some beer, and you're on the beach, and there's like one palm tree and like blue water. That's what this one looks like. You just don't see the beer, right? It's very tranquil, very serene. And there is, like, directly in front of you, this almost like a forest, a nice rainforest, as like trees start to like increase in size and density to the point where at some point you just can't see more because it's just like pure tropical rainforest. But Urah doesn't point you that way. Urah says we're going through that cave, and he points to like this rocky outcropping where there is a very small like entrance to what Urah says is a cave.
I'm going to be idly shuffling my cards. And quietly positioning myself more towards the back. No reason, no reason at all. Just, just to be helpful back here.
Morn is making her way to the front as he will do anything to get out of this horrid sun. I think Astrid will be following Morn to slightly annoy him. Just a tad.
And I'm walking next to Uo, and I'm just like looking at him, and then I look towards the front, and then I look down at Uo, and then I look towards the front.
Uo continues to idly shuffle his cards, muttering something about this better be another step towards graduation. We're gonna go and get our masters, and then eventually the stars.
You make your way to the outcropping, and it looks to be like this, entrance for maybe a halfling. So anyone who is larger than that will probably have to get on their hands and knees and really crawl through.
Isn't there a bigger door somewhere else?
No.
Wait, how does a dragon fit through this?
They can shape change.
What?
Yeah, because the dragon's the mayor now, and that's not.
I mean, to be fair, she's never seen the mayor, so she's just been imagining him with a monocle and some kind of top hat and a cane, right, as a dragon.
That should have been what I should have done. That that would have been a lot better than the thing I did. I say, it is me, the dragon, and mayor.
And the mayor.
So you make your way into the cave, and it should be pitch black, but Morn is the first one to see this as he realizes that even here, there is this bioluminescent fern growing throughout the cavern. And so it is still technically considered bright light, and he is not happy.
Aww, Morn. I'll kind of scoot Uo up front, or try to.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't resist?
We can't see from back here. Come on, go up there.
But he does take note of this bioluminescent material. Has he seen anything like this before? Is this something that he's familiar with?
Give me a nature check.
Nature. Yeah.
You have not seen this before, but you definitely have heard of it. Pajal, very big into nature. They talk about not just their natural surroundings, but all of the possibilities of what nature does. And you do remember when you were much younger, you heard of this plant that grows, but in order for it to grow, it needs to be around a source of great magic. And the term great magic isn't just one person with magical abilities. There needs to be a central point to the planet of great magic.
Almost like a ley line?
Or a ley point.
Right.
Yeah. There are maybe 4 points on the planet. Many of them are unable to be. It's hard to get to them due to weird natural phenomena. One that is very popular is a chain of islands, or what people think is a chain of islands, to the south of the continent that you all are from. It has a very large storm that has been constantly storming there, for lack of a better word, for the past century, maybe more.
Hmm.
And as far as you know, people just do not have access to that place.
But we're in proximity to it, so this sort of phenomenon would flourish. That close, or with this place that we're in now also a point of power?
You would have to be at a point of power for this. Like, it needs to be essentially on the point of power for this type of plant to flourish.
Huh. Does it have any sin magic?
I mean, it absorbs magic. It probably has some, but there is no known like real benefit. You know, it might like heal you like 1 hit point, or these very small effects. It's more an absorbent fern than a magical fern.
Interesting. I'll make a mental note about this location and continue making my way forward.
At some point, you like kind of run into Morn as he has stopped and puts his hand in front of Astrid to not continue anymore. He says, I think there's something there.
Where?
And he points up first, and where are you? Well, and Trogheim, do you see things yet?
See it yet?
As far as the map?
I tried moving you here.
I do see the map, and I see that thing.
Oh,
There
there
we
we go. Nice. I'm not going to look at what's over there. Ignorance is bliss.
And Morn's like, what should we do?
So do we see that thing that's on the other side?
Yeah, this is bright light for like all intents and purposes. So you see it.
Do we know what that is?
What is that? Yeah, actually, I might know, because being a
Give me
sailor.
Let's go nature or perception.
Perceiving.
So Uo,
Yes.
this is, you've heard of this. They're sometimes like anacondas are in general lonely creatures. They live by themselves, but every once in a while they need to like reproduce, and so they turn into this like anaconda ball to do so. They tend to be very focused on what they're doing, and so you can just like walk up, steal the eggs. Doesn't really matter. They're doing their thing. Trogheim, you know exactly what it is. You know, you've seen it. You've never seen one in person, but you've heard tales. There is one thing that is different, though. In tales, you heard that those heads tend to move independently of each other.
Mm-hmm.
Keyword being move. These heads are not moving. In fact, the whole thing doesn't seem to be moving.
Does it? So the light that's on it, does it reflect like it's off a skin, or does it look like it's stone or something? Like, does it look like a statue of a hydra? I mean, an anaconda ball?
It looks like it's off skin.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to put my best courageous face on, because I'm really not sure about this whatsoever. And I'm going to look at Urah and at the...
Urah's gonna like look up and be like, oh, crap. I didn't think that thing would be here.
What's it doing?
Actually, yeah, Urah, you can check it out. You're almost dying, but you're still smart. Urah don't. No, Urah would know. 9 plus his bonuses. So Urah, you see Urah like really paying attention to it, like really focusing, and he's like, which one of you has arranged? Somebody throw a rock at that thing.
No, okay.
Yeah,
I'll look for a rock.
yeah, plenty of rocks in here. The stone cave. Uh, give me an attack check, or I guess a strength check, since you're not proficient in rocks, sadly.
Athletics?
Yeah, sure.
Like throwing a football, right?
Yeah, yeah. So you pull back, beautiful form, and you can hear the rock as it leaves your hand, and you see it just like, bunk, one of the heads, like right in the head, doesn't move.
Huh. I'll look at Uo, because Uo does that handy, wavy, magic-y stuff. Do you think it's like under a spell or something?
All right, you guys just came back on. I had another robot moment there.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Yeah. All right, so one more time.
So it's not moving, and I threw a rock at it and binged it right on the nose. So I ask you, because you do the hand wavy magic stuff. Do you think it's under a spell or something?
Overcome with curiosity, I will. I'll just go approach it.
More glistening of happy tears. I will follow you as you walk forward into danger.
You walk up to it.
Yeah.
How close do you get to it?
From a respectful 15 feet.
Okay.
Or like observing a monument or something, kind of take in the full largesse of the whole thing.
This looks like a hydra. Definitely not some kind of stone construct. Like this looks like a hydra. You can see like fine from that. Yeah, you can see like some of the larger scars it's had from like maybe when it bit itself when it was arguing, or
Is it conscious?
how would you? It doesn't respond to your movement.
Well, and it hasn't, I guess, hurt us yet, has it? I mean,
Nope, it has not moved an inch.
Huh.
I mean, I'll
Draw
wave
a
the
card.
others.
That depicts an eyeball, shooting lasers out of its cornea, and place it to my forehead and cast detect magic.
Ooh. So you have to cover your eyes as you cast detect magic, as the magic in this area is blinding.
That is a whole lot of blinding.
You are because of the magic spell, you are able to detect that the blinding magic is the source of power, but there is some other magics underneath that like ley line source of power area. But because like
is there any concentration of magic towards the Hydra?
Nothing like this specifically towards the Hydra, just like the entire area is enveloped with it.
Robot.
Is the Hydra like also surrounded magic, or is it a blank spot?
Yeah, the Hydra also has magic. Are we less robot? Are we less robot yet?
Oh no, poor John.
Yeah, this is not cool. Domo arigato, Mr.
Roboto.
Bing.
um.
Oh, you're back.
Yay!
Yay! So entire area is covered in magics. Nothing seems to be focused necessarily on the Hydra itself. That is not great. We'll just keep talking until the robot fades, and then we'll catch John up. Hopefully, it won't take very long.
The internet has not been our friend today. Sorry, everyone.
Has not.
So, Trondheim's going to go back and help to bring Urah past, like, try and carry him past the Hydra while it's not moving.
Yeah. You do success with the Hydra, never even like shows any recognition that you're there, and doesn't even look like it's breathing.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Yeah, I'll press forward. I'm going to be, while I'm doing this, attempting to go through a short list of filters that might be made, whether they're magical filters or physical filters, to sort a lot of this like larger meta magic data into more focused, like filtered magic. Already going through a set of potential papers on this subject.
You're going to have like 5 PhDs going at the same time.
So you're making your way through. The Hydra never notices, never attacks, never like realizes. It's still stuck in whatever like suspended animation state it seems to be in.
That's creepy.
Robots again? Maybe I just sound like a robot. I think that's what it is. Like I just am a robot. So you make your way through, and Urah is essentially like explaining, what you're going to encounter. It is a black dragon's lair. So it is this like festering swamp with like maggots and corpses and horrific beings. Like, but if we could make our way to its lair, like where it's like it keeps its hoard, it should be worth it. And you come out, and either Urah is lying or Urah has very low standards of what festering is.
Yeah.
Because this is actually a pretty beautiful area. It's more like tropical mangrove than actual swamp. Let me get you all to the new map.
Okay. I mean, Uo has lost a lot of blood, so maybe he's not perceiving very well.
Should be, yeah.
Is the glow still in here as well?
It is even brighter.
Interesting.
So yeah, it is, lovely waters. It is more briny than outside, like as a mangrove tends to be. But definitely doesn't seem festering. Beautiful. There are like waves coming through.
I know what I would ask if I was playing Uo, but Trogheim wouldn't think of it, so she's gonna keep going.
Before you keep going, you do see in the distance there is a piece of construction of some sort.
Huh. What does it look like they're building?
It looks like some sort of fort, we'll say. So wooden spikes, about 10 to 20 feet all around, with like something in the middle that's kind of hard to tell because you can't see most of it.
All right, John finally just dropped out. We will. He's restarting. We will be back on screen momentarily when he comes back. Is there like a kind of style, I guess, to the architecture that we could tell? Oh, well, that's obviously.
You give me a history check.
Sure.
There is a style.
However, Trogheim thinks all buildings just look the same, unless they're cafes, which with coffee. She knows what those look like.
Here's the thing: most coffee places only care about the coffee, right? Coffee places are functional because you don't need to be enticed into a coffee place. You need it to live. This has to be a coffee place because there's nothing you can identify that's like, this is what this thing does. Clearly, it's a coffee place, and it's actually the best coffee place because, like, where else would you get coffee here?
Right?
You can't even find fresh water because this water is all, like, salty. So, like...
Maybe they make saltwater coffee, like saltwater taffy.
And you've never had saltwater coffee.
All right, so I'm going to try and hurry the group that way.
Alton will be like, wait, no. Not Alton, I mean Urah. No, I don't know what that is.
Well, it's a coffee shop. We need to go over there.
No, it's not coffee. Someone...
No, I'm pretty sure that's coffee.
Like, no one else should have access to this island. Who came here?
Starbucks?
They
can go wherever they want to. That's...
No, this is not good.
Well, maybe we could go check?
And Astrid likes coffee. Let's have a history check by Astrid. I think that will determine. Because Astrid is smart, yeah? John?
Johnny boy.
Testing.
Yay!
Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Do we sound roboto?
Not at the moment. So hoping it stays that way.
We can help.
Alrighty. So then, to catch you up, you walked into what was advertised as a festering, disgusting swamp, and what turns out to be a nice, like, lovely mangrove.
Oh.
Unfortunately, there is a weird piece of, like, humanoid construction off in the distance, which Trogheim swears up and down is clearly a coffee shop. Urah says no one else should have access to this island. This is very strange. We don't know what's happening. Astrid, who rolled a 16 on her history check, is like, no, Trogheim, I don't think that's coffee, because where are the coffee beans? Like, if they don't have, like, coffee beans, they wouldn't be able to make coffee, and you can't, like, bring them here.
Why not?
So how would they get here?
Well, I mean, Urah brought us here. How did we get here?
But that means Urah would know if that was coffee, because isn't that his teleportation circle?
But what if someone else had a teleportation circle that could bring coffee?
Who would have a teleportation circle that could bring coffee?
Some corporate monster that is across the corner from every other store that they have.
What if I send Eos to see if there is coffee?
Oh. Okay.
And then she will send Eos. I remember Eos's bonus.
I will draw a card for Eos
Mm.
and bestow on Eos the guidance of the stars.
Oh, so Eos has a 20 then.
Nice.
And Eos clucks her way about like 10 feet, and then she just stops clucking and makes her way in. Comes back after about like 10 minutes. And so Ash is like, so do they have coffee in there? And Eos clucks and says, see, Eos says there's no coffee.
Well, we're not here to get coffee, are we?
It would have been nice. Well, okay. So, Urah, where are we supposed to go? Because if we have to pass by them anyway, we might as well go find out who they are.
We do have. I mean, we don't have to pass. We do have to pass pretty close by them unless we go all the way around, which I don't think is a good idea.
Maybe they have inside bandages that will help you more than the sailors did.
No, we need to get to the lair. Like, the lair comes first. And Alton's like, Urah, maybe she's right. Maybe we'll just get you like a little more bandaged up, and then you'll be good. Urah's like, and Urah starts to talk, and then Alton's like, help me get him too.
Yeah, okay.
And Urah's fighting back, but in a way that does not allow for. And as you get closer, you start seeing people. Make a perception check.
Perceiving.
Trahan is too busy trying to keep Urah alive and together in one piece.
She might also be having daydreams of like starting a coffee shop here. And just like random, I don't know, jungle animals or something come out and lift her up and build a statue to her.
The ultimate joy for Trahan, just starting coffee everywhere.
Right.
To bring to these people who just don't, and animals who just don't know, who don't have coffee to enjoy. Uo, you recognize very clearly who set up this outpost. It is the people from Porta Finis.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Interesting. Uo will agree that we need to seek out the lair. That's our priority.
But
We're
what
like,
if Urah just dies because he keeps leaking blood?
Then it will be his time.
It was foretold.
It was foretold.
With a sad sigh, I will look to Alton and shrug.
Did you tell them? You didn't tell them like Porta Finis was there, right?
No. I didn't want to
Gotcha.
cause a stir.
So Alton does not know about Porta Finis. So Alton's
Yeah.
going to say, I mean, we're right there. We might as well see if they have some kind of bandages. I'm starting to get worried. Like, he's getting weaker.
Probably a good idea.
It is an outpost, and is highly unlikely to be outfitted with anything sophisticated.
Well, I mean, maybe we could just. All right, so Urah, let's just you tell us where to get to the dragon lair, and we're going to leave you here at this outpost so they can take care of you, and we'll go do whatever it is that you need to have done in this lair.
Do you promise me you'll get to the dragon lair?
Yes.
I am okay with this plan. And he like kind of stands up and he essentially describes the path you need to take to get to the dragon lair. It's pretty simple. You should be there in like 15 minutes.
So are we gonna? I'll ask the group: are we taking him to the outpost, or are we going to leave him here so he can get to the outpost? Like maybe Alton, you can take him to the outpost.
Yes, I can.
And
I can
we'll go to the lair.
I would think that is unwise. We should forget they're there anyway. They're not. No, we shouldn't be going over there.
Why? And we aren't going to. They're going to go over, and we're going to go this way.
No, I think they should come with us. There are. Trogheim, I'm gonna step aside with Trogheim real quick.
I'll lean down to listen.
So that's Porta over there.
No, that Porta Fenice is on that other continent that has no food.
Yes, but they.
This is obviously not that continent.
Yes, they also possess the means of maneuvering around the world that we do.
No, they don't.
Well, it's gonna make that claim.
Well, I mean, they have like ships and stuff, so they do have that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't
as far as we know, they don't have teleportation.
Yeah, as far as you know, they have zero access teleportation. They do have ships, but I think at this point, especially with the lair power thing, you do know that there are no ships that should be able to get through that storm.
Gotcha. So obviously they used some kind of teleportation. Maybe Peter went back and maybe Peter is opening a coffee shop down here.
Peter does have coffee. Peter can't teleport.
True. Yes, we can maybe consider asking them another time.
I mean, it's not like we're going to see the doctor here.
No, I would recommend.
What would be the chances of that?
Well, yes. I think there's a higher chance that there may be potential foul play, as he is a professor of the school. The rival.
Well, I don't feel like it's a good idea to take him into the Dragon's Lair. And apparently, Porta Fenice has some great physicians.
Oh, okay, you're back.
Uh-oh. It begins again.
As you said, Alton's like, so am I taking him?
Maybe it's not the best idea.
So we're bringing him to the dragon's lair?
Or at least maybe outside it. Come on, let's go that way. And I'll go help carry him off.
Gotcha.
Okay, I'm back, I think.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Let me see. I think I can do this. Hold on. And I can... So then you make your way to the dragon's lair following Urah's instructions. No, I can't do it. That's no fun.
Did we leave Urah behind?
I think you're bringing him with you, right? And then you're going to
Yeah,
leave
we're
him
carrying
outside
him.
the cavern.
Yep.
Yeah, I got to do it one at a time. Okay, never mind. And so you make your way like out to the south past this like outpost. And it starts to get slightly more rocky until you find a small mountain range. At the bottom of this mountain range, there is another cavern. A cavern within a cavern. Cavernception.
Interesting.
Is the dynamic lighting on?
It is.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's still loading. Yeah.
Which, hopefully John will be able to see it. Sometimes he has the problems.
It is daytime, so where are you? And so you make it to the cavern. What do you do?
Look for a comfortable spot for Urah.
There's a spot outside that you could just like kind of lean him up against the wall.
That looks good.
I will cast Spare the Dying on him just as the first part of my my research.
Gotcha. And he looks up at you and says that was unnecessary, but thank you.
Subject is responsive and still maintains the ability to speak. Then I'll flash a terrific smile and scribble away the book.
All right. So you are now at the dragon's lair.
I feel like maybe we should be cautious as much as we can.
Dragons do tend to set traps.
That is true.
Oh, Urah, is there any last minute lessons you want to give us as far as dealing with the dragon?
Urah's like, oh no, the dragon shouldn't be here.
Oh, what are we here for? I totally thought we were here to kill this thing.
Oh! You're here to gain. Essentially, you know the dragon pretends to be the mayor, so it leaves its horde unguarded most of the time. You're here to like steal some shit, get some items, and if possible, look for weaknesses for this dragon,
Okay.
as well as maybe it has taken any. Taken away anything it's vulnerable to and hid it in its lair.
Gotcha.
So that some.
Have you tried stabbing it with whatever it was you were stabbed with? Because that seems to really fuck you up.
And he looks and tries to laugh and then coughs, and of course just dribbles blood down his face. And Alton's like, oh my god, starts like casting cure wounds on him.
All right, well, if we're gonna go find this stuff, we might as well go. Yeah.
You should go.
We will nods.
And I'll gesture for Uo to lead the way. Of course, I'll be walking right next to you, but
Urah looks over at Morn and
Morn is definitely leading the way.
Morn, you're supposed to. I'll follow.
I'll follow at about a 20 foot distance.
Morn gets about here.
Okay.
He's like, the dragon's not here, right?
Yeah, that's what Urah said.
Then what's that?
What is that?
Looks like a dragon.
What's it doing?
Oh, wait. Can you all not see the things?
I mean, I can see it on the map. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not moving.
I'll take out my sword and light it up.
I mean, you're still pretty far from it.
Don't stand in a group, and I'm gonna run off this way.
Okay. You're still like 60 feet from it.
What are the others doing?
Morn, you did say that you were like, you thought we were here to kill it, right?
Yep.
Morn is going to do what Morn does.
Yeah.
Let us all roll initiative.
Dun dun dun.
Da 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 da.
This is when that sound effect, kind of like the short musical blurb, starts to play. And the screen warps a bit, and then you're standing in a row against the row of monsters that you've encountered on the overmap.
Trogheim.
Okay, so she's gonna move up. Wah, to here.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got her sword. What's it doing?
Stop moving. Like lying face first in the water, head down, just.
So she's gonna have to dash to get to there.
That's pretty close.
Yeah.
There are a lot of holes in this dragon, like pretty large holes.
Be careful, it has more spots that it can breathe out of. No, that'll be my turn.
Whoa.
Well, seeing as we're about to deal with this dragon, Uo pulls a card out. It's a really neat holographic one, using like gold foil, and then he will cast Blink upon himself. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. And he will see if he... the thing's not opening for him. There we go. Aha! Bamf. No. Uo looks disappointed. And that's his turn.
Shred will dash. Did I not roll for more? I thought I did. Okay. Morn will run up and you see Morn bring the great sword down and just go. I think it's dead. And he'll take its second swing and just kind of like poke it.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's swing more.
It's definitely dead.
What? Urah!
And
It's
combat.
dead. Yay, we won! Da, 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 da. You get 0 experience.
I'll go back and get Urah. I'm close to the injury to relay the information.
Urah is very confused. It was like, what do you mean?
There appears to be a expired dragon.
Hold on. He like pulls out this stone, and kind of speaks into it. And through the back and forth, you see he essentially asks, like, is the mayor dead? And the voice is like, no, mayor's alive. Are you sure? And they're like, yeah, no, the mayor is like giving a speech right now.
Is it the
What?
mayor, though?
Are you sure it's the mayor? Yeah, we think so.
Does this dragon have a monocle and a funny hat?
Does not have a monocle and a funny hat. You
Oh.
might find a monocle and a funny hat in its hoard, but
Hmm.
Yeah,
I'm just waiting for Uo to come back with any information from.
You
Urah.
want to see this deceased dragon?
yeah. And he like uses you to stand up and does his best to make his way down.
Yeah, I'll lead him, but definitely struggling against the size and weight of this man.
Yeah. And when he gets there, he does his best to look up and down. It's like, this. I'm pretty sure this is the dragon of this lair. I don't. What does that mean though? Like, why is the mayor still?
Are you sure this was the mayor's lair? That just sounds weird.
Mayor lair of the mayor. We're pretty sure this was the mayor's lair.
And I'm gonna look at the dragon, who looks like any other black dragon that I've ever seen, which is none. But since I can't tell the difference between them, maybe you had the wrong dragon.
I mean, it's possible, but oh gosh, I don't know how to handle this.
Well, maybe we should still look for those things you were wanting to look for.
I mean, if it's dead, he can't make use of his hoard now. Yeah, help yourself. I'm just gonna sit down. He like sits down in the water, just like trying to catch his breath.
What are we looking for as I go over and like start rooting through the treasure?
Anything. Give me an investigation check.
Oh, lords. Four.
So we got a 4 for excellent. Let me see if I can get Astrid to also help, because she is looking. As is Morn. Let's see. She is looking, but very much not confuzzled, distracted.
There is a large body over there. And I'm going to call out to Uo and Urah and ask if they can tell how it died. Because other than it having holes in it, I have no idea.
So Urah can definitely tell. Dragons fare particularly poorly against piercing weapons. That's why he carries his spear. But this doesn't seem to be a spear. In fact, like you see him like digging through one of the holes and pulls out the tip of an arrow.
Huh. Is it like a normal tip, or is it like larger, like almost a ballista size?
Normal tip.
Interesting. But the shaft is gone?
Like not removed, but like it looks like most of the shaft has been dissolved.
Gotcha.
So, Uo, did you roll an investigation thing?
He is currently in true anime style, pacing back and forth, partly with his hands behind his back as he shuffles back and forth, and then will pause to put an index finger on his chin, and he'll be like, "But if there's a dead dragon, then why did they not take the hoard?"
And Ura's like, that's what I don't understand. Who who killed the dragon and doesn't take the treasure, doesn't take the fame, doesn't take the glory. What?
Idiots, that's who. Dig, 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 dig.
Let's see. So the investigation rolls were not great. Oh no. So you're able to find a few things
Okay.
for the group. You find a potion of supreme healing. Potion of storm giant strength. This we'll say +1 chainmail. An Ioun stone of reserve.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome
Yay!
back.
Just going through the things you all got. A scarab of protection. And then in a treasure chest in the back, you see two things. Well, first of all, do you open the chest? I'm assuming you do.
Yeah.
So you open the chest and you see two things. One is something that appears to be a rod. With a couple indentations on it, like 6 indentations, 6 buttons, for lack of a better word.
Okay.
The second is this Final Fantasy. There are samurai, a katana or an odachi, with a teal scabbard and this like dragon design on it.
Okay.
It's a lot of other stuff, but it's starting to like overwhelm you. There's like so much to go through. You're just like, I don't care.
I mean, you know, she does have these plans of opening this coffee shop, so what money does fit in her pockets and her bag, she will absolutely load up
You
because
can get 900 gold, like fit easily.
is that just me and is there more left over?
There is a lot more left over.
Morn! Morn, bring your sock up here.
The magic sock. Is that just? Actually, no. That's in total. You didn't come
Okay.
to planet to like retrieve that much money, so you don't have many. Your bags are not really meant to carry
Yeah.
just gold. Yeah, but you know it's here.
I mean, Trondheim will like try. Is that actually a chest that all the gold is sitting in on the map?
Nah, like most of the gold is on the ground around the chest.
Gotcha. Because she'll sit there and like pull it, and she won't like be able to. But she will pick up. Can she pick up the chest that has the other stuff in it?
The chest is actually bigger than you.
Oh,
You
gotcha.
almost have to climb in for these two things, which seemed a little extravagant.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a dragon, so it's bigger than me.
Yeah.
That makes total complete sense. And then, yeah, I won't divvy up the gold here, but I will split. You know, like make sure everyone gets their share.
Right.
For us, you know, obviously killing the dragon, which we should tell everyone we did, right, Urah?
We're like, no,
No.
definitely shouldn't do that. If someone can kill this dragon, this is a very dangerous foe, and we don't know if they are friend or foe at this point. We should probably leave.
Oh, okay.
And Urah goes to stand up, and you look at his hand, and It's missing a lot of skin.
I'm assuming it was not like that before.
No.
You still there?
I'm here.
I said I'm assuming it wasn't like that before.
Nope, was not.
Okay, I'm back.
Yay!
Yay! So many internet issues today. Are you okay, Urah?
Urah says, I'm fine. Let's go now. Starts walking out without the help of anyone.
So when you say it doesn't have any skin, is it like exposed flesh or is it like scales?
Exposed flesh.
Okay. His polyjuice potion's wearing off. I'm just gonna look at everyone else and shrug. And if everyone else is gonna follow, unless people are like some shit is wrong, I will.
Alton does not even notice. Alton is going to follow.
So wait, what happened?
So after you got your things, Urah says that you should not take credit for this death. You probably shouldn't even say that this thing is dead because whoever killed this thing is probably pretty strong. Then got up. The skin on his arms and legs, the parts that were in water, have begun to dissolve.
Oh.
And now he is like hurriedly walking to the entrance of the cave.
Of his own accord, though.
Yes.
I'm gonna hurry after him.
Same.
So then he's going to push as much as he can and get to the outpost. I need you all to make a perception check. Oh, Trogheim. Trogheim, you hear what appears to be cheering.
Do you hear that? I'll point it out to everyone else.
We'll say after pointing out Morn with his ears do hear it.
Sounds like a party. I wonder if they killed the dragon and they're celebrating.
Urah says there's no time. We need to leave.
You want us to go around? You don't want us to try and get you healed up there?
No, we need to go.
Okay.
Urah is right. We should go.
I'm very worried about you, but if you think that's best.
Okay, so then you will push on through.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you end up. Something I need to do is to figure out how to send everyone here at the same time.
I can't remember. It's been a while since I've tried to do that. It might just be a single person at a time that you have to drag and drop.
Yeah. Can I drag? I can do that. As you make it here, Urah drops down.
I told him he wasn't fine. Is he unconscious or is he just like unable to move?
He's conscious, but you, as the dismemberer of hands, have seen this enough. Like, he is on death's door.
So we can either take him back to that outpost and hope that they can heal him, or we can try and get out of here faster. What do you think?
it is unwise to go towards a gathering of people at this stage.
Is
There's a
there
lot of
anything?
contraband on us.
Is there anything you can do to help him until we get elsewhere?
Oh, I have a theory.
I'm gonna pick him up and walk because sometimes Uo's theories can take a long time. So
I have a theory. Ah. So you pick him up and you start walking. Then something happens. Well, two things happen.
okay.
So something I forgot to mention, and I blame the internet, even though this is something the internet actually had nothing to do with. Like there are waves, but they aren't like dynamic waves. Like there aren't waves like come in from here and like go to here. They're just like still. Like everything in this world is actually like frozen in time.
Huh.
Weird.
You pick him up, and you're actually a lot more calm than you expected to be. And you realize it's because you're hearing like those like small waves that are in a bay that like
Right.
which is weird because like there was no movement at all in this area.
I don't know what that means.
It means that whatever was keeping this world frozen is no longer doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And almost immediately, now that you all are very out and open to the public, two water elementals spring forth from the water.
Ah.
Go.
Maybe one more perception check, if you would.
Perceiving.
Did you roll twice, or was that one an old roll there, Chalkai?
That was the old roll.
Gotcha.
So that 8 is my new one. Yay.
Actually, an 8 cuts it for this. No, an 8 does not cut it. You're too busy with Urah and the two water elementals.
Yeah.
Uo, you just so happen to know because you're kind of like turned around anyway. We're thinking through your theory.
Yeah.
From that like outpost, a creature rises. It
Creature?
looked a lot like a water elemental, but way bigger. And almost serpentine in nature.
Is that? Have I ever heard of water elementals getting this large?
Give me an Arcana check.
Well, if they teach me stuff like that in Pagel school, let's see here. Arcana.
Arcana.
Did that print?
Has not come through yet.
Let me try that Arcana again. Arcana. Come on. You can do it? For some reason, it's highlighting the skill and wants me to... Oh, did that work?
Yep. So they came
There
through.
we go.
Natural 1.
Wow.
Between the two of you, there's been like 5 natural ones today.
Right?
You are probably just like hallucinating due to the like the sudden drop in magical energies around you.
Oh, it has the magical energies like dropped?
Well, whatever magical energy that was keeping the world frozen in time is gone.
Interesting. Yeah, that would take a lot of magic to do something like that. Huh. We should probably pick up our pace.
Dwargheim starts running.
Then I'm going to need you all to make. Yeah. This is an initiative time.
Initiative.
Fudge.
Initiative.
Yes, Trogheim. Yes.
Wait.
Why won't you roll initiative for Morn? There we go.
Look at
And-
Morn go.
Start the combat. Morn, not really liking the whole plan of running away, is going to pull out his sword and be like, "What? What are we doing?"
The wise thing.
Uo, it is your turn.
Here, how far are we from the dinghy?
From the dinghy, you would have to go through the cave with the once frozen in time Hydra.
Which is probably not frozen in time anymore.
Oh yeah. Well, oh, damn, that would be bad. I have a theory. All right. If the Hydra is still like moving, like now that the Hydra is no longer frozen, perhaps we could just use the Hydra to take care of the elementals for us. Like, surely they're not working together.
I mean, surely not.
We're gonna have to go through that way anyway to get out of here, unless Urah can do that thing he did. Got us on the boat.
You could ask him.
Urah's not exactly very conscious right now.
Spare the dime. And do a quick observation of him. Is he does it seem to be stabilizing him at all?
Let me look in depth to what spare the dying does. No. For some reason, Spare the Dying is not stopping whatever is happening to this man.
I will make a mental note to write a note down about this observation. I'll, I guess, looking to Trondheim. We should at least try and get out before we're seen. And then he'll end his turn.
Just gonna come up to Trogheim. Yeah, Trogheim, I need you to make. I guess you. Yeah, I need you to make a. What do you call it? Oh, I can't put that over you. We'll say it's in your space. I just don't want to cover you up.
Yeah.
Thanks.
18.
Do you take half? I don't think you take any, do you?
No. It says I'm a
yeah.
failure. Yeah.
So it is. The smell is kind of briny, and it's like washing over you. Not that bad, though.
Yeah.
Astrid is going to Chaos Bolt this thing who's attacking you. Let's see. And you hear this, like, low hum as a missile of force damage hits it for 10 damages.
10 damages.
And then she is going to start the running.
Okay.
Must have made a mistake. We'll put you here next turn. Trogheim.
All right, I'm gonna hand Urah to Alton
Mm-hmm.
and say, "Get him out of here," and then I'm gonna draw my sword and take a slash. So I don't have my shield out. I had to choose one. So I'm gonna attack.
Why can't you have both out?
You can only get out one object. Like I can't take out both at the same time.
You mean use
And
object?
I was carrying him, so I didn't have either of them out.
Gotcha. All right.
Where is it? There it is. Slash. Does a 19 hit?
Does hit.
I will do some elemental slash on it. It needs to. Oh, nope, it doesn't do anything. It just takes damage.
Yeah, it's just do the damages.
All right, so I'm gonna do. Let's try lightning. So it'll be 6 slashing of the magical variety and 10 lightning.
Gotcha.
How'd that treat it?
It looks like it's in pain, as much as water can be in pain.
Excellent. I will cause it more pain. Or not. I probably miss with an 11.
You will miss the second one as it just kind of bloops out of the way.
Okay. That is my turn.
Righty. Then Morn will do his hard slash combo. So he's gonna swing twice. Both will hit. So then he does that plus another. So you see Morn channel whatever darkness is around him. And does 24 dark and shocking damages.
Sweet.
Oh. Is that elemental whelming Morm right now?
No.
Is it in Morm space?
It is not, no.
Okay, but the one that's whelming Trogheim
Is in Trogheim's
is
space, yes.
in his space. Okay. So I'm going to move here. So I'm still within his threat range here. And I'm going to reach out and touch the water elemental. My eyes going temporarily black. It's quite dramatic. Him a little bit of a void between the stars.
You are unfortunately so concerned about, like, water conducts electricity. Does it conduct void? You don't know if it does, so you kind of pull back at the last minute.
And with a flick of his wrist, he'll unfurl his dagger ribbon, dancer's dagger ribbon, swings it around in the air, and we'll end his turn.
Now this one is going to... Let's just straight up multi-attack more. So one of those does hit. I like to roll. Let's roll. Doing 9 damage to Morn. That's your turn. I'm thinking Astrid is going to once again do her Chaos Bolt. But she forgot the 15 degrees.
It's pretty critical. 15 degrees.
And then she will help Alted and Urah escape. I think we will once again try a whelm on you there, Trogheim. Yep.
Denied.
I feel like it's washing over you. Your turn.
Excellent. Rinse and repeat. How about a 24?
24 definitely hits.
Okay, let's spend some munitions here. So we're going to do 12 slashing and 9 lightning. Extra attack is probably going to miss, yeah?
Yep, that one does miss.
I am going to pull this new trigger that's on my sword, and it envelops me in this energy that makes me go a little faster, and I am going to action surge.
Oh.
And attack it 2 more times.
The first one does
hit?
hit, the second one doesn't.
Okay, I'll slash again with the first one. Ugh. So 11 more slashing and 2 more lightning. That is my turn. Oh, and I pull out my shield.
Gotcha. At the start of the round, let me just see if this thing is here. It's not. Boo. Both of you hear this massive roar, and Trogheim, even though you're finding this thing, you are now aware of the massive snake-like creature coming out of the fort.
Ah, what in the fuck is that?
Oh yes, that's the hallucination.
Well, I'm saying it too.
It will certainly pass.
It has scared Morn so much that Morn now misses both of his swings.
A little bit of darkness trickling down his leg.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Who is going to do the moonwalk?
Shamona.
Chamona. So it's a 15 con.
On which one?
The one that's whelming Trogheim. So it's basically Word of Radiance, but I wanted to do it like the Michael Jackson video game where he does the moonwalk and then all the enemies blow up.
Yep.
Do you remember that game?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah. So this is I'm doing the super move. Oh come on. Damn.
It's hard to attack when Trogheim's right in there.
It's true.
It's all my fault.
It's going to have to maneuver. So I, as a bonus action, will draw a card from my deck and absorb its power. It's the image of a hare bounding away, which will give me disadvantage. Or is that not disadvantage? Disengage. Man, disadvantage would be bad. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 20. No, yeah, right there.
Actually, before you do that, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh.
And why are you going that way?
Just to get a little bit of distance and not be next to the water. Saving throw. Here we go.
Okay.
Thank you.
That would be high enough.
Do I notice the influence or effect?
It was a save against fear from the 200-foot water elemental snake thing.
Oh, it's a hallucination. I've already sorted that out. It's fine.
Oh, okay, yeah, then you're good.
Yeah. It's fine. It's just an effect of the magic wearing off. You guys will all come to terms with it here in a second. It's fine.
After he moves that way, Trogheim shouts, "Why are you going that way?" Like she's gonna shout that the others went the other way. I stop and I'm like, "Oh, he's being brave."
I don't want to stop doing this.
Yeah, you go get him.
I wonder how. You know what? Yeah, that's which it's your turn. Okay, you're going to double attack you. Come on.
Oh.
So both of those will hit, but okay. So I ended up doing 24 to Morn, which. Huh? Alright. Astrid is helping Urah. We will try for one more whelm. And this thing is just going to give up and realize it can't whelm you. And so
That's
it's going
right.
to move right here. So you're no longer being whelmed. Trogheim,
right.
it is your turn.
Just give up. Oh my gosh. Does the 18 hit?
18 does hit.
Pew! So 11 slashing, 3 lightning, if it matters.
It is having a hard time keeping its form together at this point.
I'm okay with that.
To see a thing. Oh, I gotta look for it. All right. Back to the top.
Yeah.
Morn is going to once again do his hard attack combo, hard strike combo. Both of those hit, plus another. So 14. And just like you're terrorizing this one, Morn is doing a pretty sizable chunk of damage on this other one. Uo.
Well, let's see here. My Moonwalk special move didn't work, so I'm gonna 5, 10. As I move forward, I'm gonna lash out with my my acrobatic ribbon blade thing against that water elemental.
Mm-hmm.
If this works. So far, magic has been questionable. When in doubt,
Nice.
hit it
Does
with
hit.
magic items. Yeah. So it'll be 7 points of slashing. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah.
Get 2 slam attacks on you, Trogheim.
Wow. Holy crap. Apparently should have been slamming the whole time. Well.
This is surprisingly consistent. So Trogheim, you take, let me see, that is 22, 30, 45 damage.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ugh.
Are you still standing?
I am still standing.
Astrid is gone. Although you all do hear Astrid yell out, "Oh my god!" keep mixing
I am
those two
sure
up.
I don't know what that scream would be from.
Both of these slam attacks miss Morn. Trogheim.
Not such a fan of the briny water any longer.
Ha.
What does this thing look like now? Has it like dispersed any from me hitting it, or is it?
It's been dispersing. You get the like humanoid form that it attempted to kind of keep. It's having a hard time like maintaining that.
Okay. Well, I'm having a hard time swinging my sword. There we go. Fudge. 9 slashing and 1 lightning. Ooh, run.
Morn will do what Morn has been doing.
Morning.
Morning. Yeah, pistol plus another 13, 22. It's not dead, but this one is also not looking great. Ooh, you feel like that thing is watching you. That hallucination.
Oh, well, I mean, probably like just a manifestation of my cosmic interwovenness in this moment in time. And I'm going to draw a card and hold it aloft. And it shines with radiant light. And I will cast Healing Word through it on Trogheim. But as the radiant light reaches him, she's also surrounded with stars, which is a add-on here. So you will get your 1d4 plus 4. So you'll get 5 hit points back, but you'll also get 8 temporary hit points.
Okay.
Ooh.
As the stars kind of buffer the air around you. My
Excellent.
bonus. And then I will draw another card as my action. I believe it's D8. 1. What is a 1? A 1 is at damage. I've already used my bonus, so I can't redraw. So I will hold up a card that depicts mini swords, and the stars around Trogheim begin to glow even more brightly. And for the next 4 rounds, you can add plus 1d6 to all of your damage effects.
Ooh.
Excellent.
Yeah. Which
So
would be great
like
for your
everything
for your ammunition
for 4 rounds.
for 4 rounds. Yeah.
Nice.
And then, seeing as that is good time to use a movement, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Flourishing the acrobatic ribbon-bladed thing as I make my way down that path. And my turn.
Yeah, that's attempt to. Oh, this actually might drop more.
Oh,
This is not great for Morn. Okay, Morn should still be alive after this, right, Morn? Nope, Morn's down.
Oh no.
Wait, how much? Morn should not be down. Morn's HP has not improved for like 2 levels.
Yeah.
So we'll say Morn is not down, but Morn is very close.
Okay.
Astrid, busy helping.
Busy
Do what I should have been
screaming.
doing a while ago. Let's get this. Double slam.
The first
Ooh.
one will hit.
The second one does not, right?
Correct.
14 damage.
Okay.
Don't forget those temporary HP.
Yeah, that's what I'm removing now. So I take 6 after the temp. Okay.
Some stars dim a little bit.
Stars are protecting you. Trondheim, it is your turn.
Oh, I'm so about using these stars to fuck this thing up. So. Oh, it is a 12 hit?
12 does not hit.
What? How about a 20?
20 does hit.
All right, so let's do elemental slash. So it's going to take 11 slashing, 3 lightning, and then 2d6. What do those 2d6 convert as? Like damage type?
I think it's just a d6 on top of the damage. So one of the d6s would be extra slashing, and one of the d6s would be extra lightning.
With this being magical slashing, do you need me to separate them, Chaz?
No.
An extra 7 points.
So 7, 3. So
10, 21.
still kicking.
No, I don't like this.
So you're expecting it to to drop down because it should be dead. And for a second you breathe a sigh of relief because you feel the water splash on your feet. And then you realize that it's not the water from this thing, it's still in front of you, but the water in this cove is rising.
Weird.
Morn will attempt to finish this one.
Finish it.
Both will hit. So we got 4, 12, 26. Are you still alive?
No.
I think it is.
Oh, what?
Just say no to elementals still being alive.
It has 3 hit points left, but it's still alive. Whoa.
Man. Trondheim looks like she's still struggling, right?
Yeah, both of us
But
are
Warren
pretty
looks
jacked up.
pretty bad as well. Oh, man. All right. 5, 10, 15. As a bonus, he will draw yet another card that is radiant. Unfortunately, I can't use the stars ability again. Is there a way for me to take both of these bastards out at once?
Magic missile. Wait.
Do I have magic missile? I might actually have magic missile.
Oh. And there I was
do.
goofing
Yes. Yeah, I will draw 3 cards from my deck, and they'll hover above me, crackling with force energy, and direct them at the 2 water elementals.
Mm-hmm.
Starting with the one on Trondheim.
Gotcha.
D4 plus 1, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Pew. So, oh god, so that'd be 2 points.
Still up.
A second one on the one on Trondheim. Pew. For 5 points.
And it just crumbles at Trondheim's feet.
And then blast the one next to Morn.
3. Yeah.
For 4 points.
Also just sloshes on Morn, just like
As I catch my breath, I'm like, good job, Uro!
Uro's still twirling around with the acrobatic dance bladed ribbon. And let's see here. That's my action. Yeah, and I'm going to keep moving. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. And in my turn.
And Trondheim, are you going to follow suit now?
Oh, yeah. I have no interest in dealing with the hallucination whatsoever.
So then that will essentially be the end of combat.
Okay.
As you make your way in, you notice that Urah is standing, or I guess like kneeling on top of the Hydra with his spear in like one of the central heads.
He's awake.
But both, oh my god, Alton and Astrid are standing there watching like very silently. As it's very clear that Urah gave his last energies in order to free your path out.
No.
Unfortunately, you don't have time to sit there and mourn, as mourn would do.
He's gonna stand there and mourn, or run and mourn.
Because the water is slowly rising, and by slowly I mean it's already up to Trogheim's like quads.
Okay,
Like,
so I'm gonna
getting to be waist length in about like 18 seconds.
run, and I'm gonna go grab Urah and like carry him out.
I'm going to need a strength check because, like I said, he is large normally, but you're also like pretty soon you're going to be carrying him through water.
Yeah. Athletics or?
Yeah, let's go athletics. You're so tired, like you lost. You haven't lost that much blood, but like your body has been expending so much energy to like keep going. It's getting hard to carry him.
Is he alive or is he dead?
I mean, he looks fucking dead. Like you haven't had time to like actually like check, but like you're not seeing any breathing.
Not knowing for sure, but still wanting to make sure he gets out, I'm going to drop him in the water, but drag him so that he doesn't weigh as much because he's in the water. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you said his spear was in the
head of the Hydra.
I'll grab that too and run with. So dragging him, carrying his spear, and running. So I don't have my shield or my sword out.
Then I'm going to need one more thing from both you and Uo.
Okay.
Let's do one more athletics or acrobatics check. Essentially, how fast you get to the hole.
Okay.
Dragging this guy sucks.
Can I use guidance on this?
Disadvantage, sadly, Trogheim.
Yeah. What'd you say, John?
Can I use guidance on this?
When would you stop to cast guidance?
I mean, are we dashing?
You really should at this point. Like in 18 seconds, it is already up to essentially your chest. You're pretty sure that like the sooner you get to the entrance, the sooner you can breathe, because you will not be able to breathe for like the last like 100 feet of this.
No, that's fair. I don't have any water breathing spells. So acrobatics it is. Eight.
In the time, actually, let's get Morn and Morn athletics. So while it took you a while to realize that the water was actually rising at such a fast rate. Before you were even halfway back, the water went over your heads. I need Constitution checks from both of you to make it out.
Now I get it.
Trogheim, this is not the first time you had been trapped in a flooding cave.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah.
You spent a lot of time in the water. And so you're swimming down with Urah. As you look back, though, you do see something interesting. You see eyes. Massive, massive eyes staring at you.
Is the eye like an actual like physical eye, or does it look like water, like that serpent was?
Water.
Interesting. I'm just really lucky because no one can tell that I pee myself.
Yeah.
So I just leave a little yellow trail behind me and keep going.
And so, well, we didn't get your constitution check.
Constitution check.
Yeah, essentially, yeah, that's fine. You can make it out. There is one more thing we're going to need. I need an initiative roll because you can make it out. I want to see if this thing can catch up with you.
She's kicking real hard now.
And oh, I closed the page on this thing. Oh, I found it. So, Uo.
Yeah.
You're swimming and you're like just behind Trondheim to help get Urah out.
Yeah.
As you're doing that, you feel this thing like grab onto you. Luckily, it doesn't seem to be fully formed. It is still mostly water, and so you're able to pull yourself out.
Oh dear.
You make your way back to the dinghy, back to the boat, eventually back to Porta Temporea.
It doesn't like come out of the cave after us.
Give me screw it, it's 4 or 5. No, from when you were watching it, it was able to like make itself big, but then very quickly it went back under the water, as if it either is A, not fully formed, or B, relies heavily on water for its existence.
Gotcha.
Quite possibly both. It probably can come out at some point, but as of right now, it doesn't seem like that's a very good option for it.
So on our journey back, and she's going to take some time to actually think about it. What would Trondheim know, if anything, about this kind of thing? With her having been a sailor, can I do like a nature or something?
Yeah, give me a nature check. Only
In the cave.
Advantage.
Oh, right. In the cave, she didn't care, but like once,
Now she has time
yeah,
to,
she's just like, okay, what was that?
I'll give you advantage because you have some time to think. It's not like a 1 second or 6 second. Or what is it? You have some time to sit down and really think about all the things. So yeah, you have advantage. This is really weird. You have seen water elemental, like you fought water elementals before. You're pretty sure this is a water elemental because it has all the signings of a water elemental. Made of water. Its form was amorphous, but it had a single form that it kept attempting to keep. It kept that form even underwater. Seemed to get more powerful underwater. However, you've never seen one this large. You've never seen one with its form so defined. This seems much like a humanoid creation. And then it hits you. I assume at this point you found out that it was Porta Finis over there. And you remember one of them saying, if our plan to get the Tarascon doesn't work, we have other plans in motion. It would make sense that this is one of those other plans. The creation of this like behemoth, this like weapon.
The other really important question. What about Urah?
Oh, Urah. Yeah, Urah dead.
Shit.
When you get back to Porta Temporea, both the white mage professor and the warrior professor like look at him. The warrior professor keeps looking at you all like she's holding herself back from taking out that axe, but she is a professional and doesn't do it. Urah was cursed, and whatever this curse was doing, it wasn't reducing his hit point. It was essentially reducing his hit point maximum. Like it was eating away at his life energy. The fact that he sat in a pond that was full of like dead acid from a black dragon did not
Right.
help at all. It actually very much hurt him. The warrior professor says, I'm glad he was able to use his last strength to get you all out. The white main professor's like, I can't believe you all like woke me up for this. I was up all night last night, and I was supposed to be off today. This is crap. He's already dead. Leave me alone.
I can't believe you woke me up for this.
Yeah. And I think that's where we'll end it.
Gotcha.
Because we have some things that need to be decided, and the internet is still acting internety today.
Right.
So few things you need to decide. What, if any, you're telling about Porta Finis and the Leviathan, an elder elemental from. Is the thing? Mordecai's Tome of Foes.
Aha.
One of my favorites. There are 4. Spoiler alert: all 4 are going to make some sort of appearance.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
You also need to pick a new supervisor, as Uso is still in jail. Urah was never able to give his report to get her out of jail.
Right.
And he's now dead. There may be some kind of like speak with dead stuff, but you got to figure out how that's going to work. Tarrasque Hunt, that's in like a few days. You got to figure out if you're going.
Yeah.
And finally,
what could go wrong?
nothing can go wrong. And finally, the mayor. What's up with the mayor? Is that mayor the black dragon that you killed? Is this the new mayor? When did that switcheroo happen? Is it a switcheroo? What's going on? Lots of things. So sorry today was a little more railroady than usual. We had less people, and I kind of want to get this plot point out.
Thanks for playing the people who weren't here, because we would have gotten destroyed.
Yeah. Because usually I like to tune things down, but I was like, there's a CR20 like water elemental, so no point in tuning it down. Like, y'all still gonna die.
Love it.
Yeah. So any questions, comments, complaints, concerns, any of those things? No. All right. So then, thank you all for joining us. We will be here hopefully next week, as long as the internet can handle the greatness that is Porta Temporea.
Right.
And we will see you all soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.